Hello and welcome everybody to the 2022 Imagine Cup. So excited to be here for you at the epic kickoff event. This is the first time we've had a kickoff for the Imagine Cup, and we're thrilled to have you here. We have so much in store for you for the 20th anniversary of the Imagine Cup. That's right, Microsoft has been providing this amazing platform for students across the globe for the past 20 years. And over those 20 years, we've seen so much innovation from students everywhere, creating different applications to make an impact in their communities and really make a difference in the lives of the people around them. And we're thrilled to have so many resources for students this year for the Imagine Cup. For one, you should register today if you're not already. Go to imaginecup.com. You can register now. And once you register, you'll have access to our Discord channel where we have conversations, where you can meet your future teammates, where you can form teams, you can talk about the projects you want to bring to life. We have mentors in Discord as well. We'll have our Ask Me Anythings after this event, shortly after this event, where you can ask more specific questions about specific technologies, as well as the different categories that we have for the Imagine Cup. We also have training for you. You can go to GitHub, and we have a bunch of training specifically for Imagine Cup students to find out how to come up with an idea, how to bring that idea to life, how to form a team, what the importance of diversity and inclusion in your projects. So much goodness, all for you at Imagine Cup this year. So we can't wait for you to go check that out. Speaking of the Imagine Cup, we have 4 categories this year: Earth, Education, Health, and Lifestyle. So really, we want you to be thinking about what are the different things that are impacting your community, and how can you use technology to make a difference in those different categories, and bring those categories to the Imagine Cup. We're starting today, right now, with the Build Your Epic kickoff event. And as part of that, we have our Epic Challenge. Our Epic Challenge is an opportunity for you to form your team, bring your pitch for your idea, your 3-minute pitch, as well as your project plan to this challenge to get some early feedback and also to win some prizes. And the top team in each region will move on to the World Finals from the Epic Challenge. The Epic Challenge is optional, so it's really up to you if you want to participate in it. The submission deadline is November 1st, so you've got a couple weeks here to get your pitch together and your project document. But then once you submit, you'll get that feedback and you'll be able to keep on iterating on your project for the Imagine Cup. Once that's done, all students will advance to the online semifinals or their national finals if your country is running one. And at that point, you will be working with your team, iterating on your project, and bringing that submission to those competitions. And there's so much at stake here. $100,000 cash prize to the world champion winner. Mentorship with our CEO, Satya Nadella. You get also an Azure grant. We also have prizes for all of the category winners in each of our regions: Asia, Americas, and Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So there's tons of opportunities for you to get mentorship, to learn how to bring your project to life, to work on a team, to work with folks across the globe, to work with our Azure advocates and Microsoft full-time employees to really help you bring your idea to life in the Imagine Cup. So we have a lot in store for you. We have a lot in store for you today at the Build Your Epic event. We're really excited for that. And immediately after, we'll have our Ask Me Anythings in Discord, as well as our Azure Bootcamp workshop tomorrow morning. So thank you for joining us. We're thrilled to be here, thrilled to have you all. And with that, I'd like to introduce our hosts, Morgan and Seth. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Seth.
How's it going, my friends? I'm super excited to be here. How about you?
Super excited. I mean, first off, back in the studio, vaccinated and
That's
ready
true.
to go.
Vaccinated. Everyone's social distancing from me. I haven't really felt the change from before COVID or after, because everyone seems to have always social distanced from me. I don't know if it was just a me thing or...
I wasn't going to say anything,
well,
but...
This is awkward. This is awkward. We've got a ton of amazing stuff. Hopefully we can zoom and go to my screen, because I want to go through the agenda a little bit so that you can see what we've got in store for you today. Let me go. I'm going to use Zoom It. Look at this. So we got a little welcome from Pablo. You're on this section now. It's only going to get better once Morgan starts talking, everyone else as well. We have Understanding Teams Through Systems Thinking and Story with Scott Hanselman. He has been known to give a good talk or two.
Just one or two.
One or two.
One or two.
Could you give us a little bit of a feeling for like a taste for what this might be?
Well, Scott is an emerging speaker in the tech industry, in case you haven't heard of him.
Sure.
But yes, Scott is a fantastic proponent for D&I and making sure everything is diverse and inclusive. And this year, we are making a huge effort to really help students find teams that may not already have teams for the Imagine Cup. And so once you register for the Imagine Cup, you'll be able to get into our Discord server, which we're super excited about this year, and actually be able to form teams on there, do introductions, find people that are interested in the same thing as you. And so this team formation is going to be really valuable, and I think that the advice that Scott, this up-and-coming speaker in the tech industry, we'll have some good advice for students.
That's a very good introduction, and I'm going to lean over here because they're telling me my mic is not all the way out, but I'm loud enough that if I project over here, they'll be able to hear me through her mic. The second thing is actionable ideation, how to use 100 bad ideas framework to find your best idea. Donna Sarkar, also an amazing speaker. I'm pretty excited about her talking about that. Then being customer driven, how to discover unmet needs and challenge the world. This is cool because this is the kind of thing that I wish I would have had when I was trying to come up with my own products. What do you think?
100%. Actually, I met Travis right after I joined Microsoft. We were the first cohort of DevDiv to do a PM boot camp, which was a fantastic opportunity. Travis was one of the leads for it, and it always stuck with me that we can be customer obsessed, but it's all data driven and it's really understanding people. And I don't think a lot of people know, but Travis has actually authored multiple books, and we're going to be sharing some more information about that and how you may be able to access it for free a little bit later.
That's cool. And the cool thing is I actually went to that same workshop that he delivered, and it was remote, obviously, because we're now in this fun stage of life. And I remember, because I read the first couple of chapters, and every time he'd like ask a question during the webinar, I'd be like, hold on. And I'd just like bring his book out, and he'd be like, because he's such a humble guy, he's really cool. Next, we have Failing Can Be Good, bringing a growth mindset to every project with Amanda Silver. I'm a huge fan of Amanda.
Me too, absolutely. Yeah. Amanda is a total idol of mine. That is for sure. For those of you that may not know Amanda, I don't know how you couldn't, but she is the corporate vice president, and she oversees all of our developer products and tools here at Microsoft. So who better to talk really about product iteration and what that looks like. And you know, the idea that it's okay to fail. When I was in school, it was like, oh, everything has to be perfect. Failure is not an option. But really at Microsoft, we have this growth mindset mentality. And so it's okay to fail as long as you learn from it and implement those things. And I think Amanda's going to have wonderful advice.
Fail fast, fail often, because if you're not, it means you're not doing cool stuff. And then finally, there's this one guy who's going to talk about the secrets of product storytelling.
That guy.
And then it's going to be time to go tell your story. Now, the reason why I think we're putting this together is because when we're looking at the projects that maybe you will be proposing for Imagine Cup, these are the skills that you will need to get an awesome presentation. Am I right?
Absolutely. And that's exactly why we decided to do this event, Seth, is I don't think a lot of students are getting this kind of information in the classroom. You're probably learning how to code. Maybe you have a really cool class that teaches you about cloud technologies. But we really don't talk about the product development process, and it's so essential for roles in tech and actually really a lot of different industries. Whether you're going to be a software developer or a program manager or a content creator, everybody should really have these skills and understand what that process looks like. And so that's why we wanted to kick off the Imagine Cup this year with all of that and giving students advice to get started.
Not just kick off any Imagine Cup, but number 20, right?
I was going to say that's 20 in case people can't.
I don't know if that's real sound. I'm really sorry. Now this is like 0 to 20. This is the 20th Imagine Cup, right?
It is. So very special, and that's why we are doing this event for the very first time, and we are super excited about it. And I do have to throw in that it doesn't just end with these talks today. Okay. So if you're out there and you're watching, you're a pro dev, you're somebody that's just tuning in, thank you for joining us. But the Imagine Cup is, of course, for our amazing students around the globe. And so for students, we actually are going to have a few other opportunities, both right after this session of talks, as well as tomorrow. So right after these talks, for students who are registered for the Imagine Cup, so make sure you go register if you haven't already, you'll get access to our Discord server, where we're going to have a series of 8 Ask Me Anything sessions with our cloud advocates, engineers, and PMs at Microsoft who are subject matter experts, as well as a few of our Microsoft Learn student ambassadors who are at our gold level, and they're going to be there to answer all of your questions. Some are about tech, and then some are about those 4 categories that Pablo was talking about before that students can submit to. And so that will be really exciting. Students will be able to directly ask their question, and then of course have follow-up conversations in Discord. They can start meeting team members in Discord. It'll be great. And that's going to be important because tomorrow we are going to have an Azure Boot Camp where we will be running 4 technical sessions.
Making boots. Oh, no, sorry. Not that kind of boot camp.
No.
4 technical sessions. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get you into a boot camp later on.
They mean kick me out. You're getting the boot camp, Seth.
And on that note, so there will be 4 awesome sessions. We'll be talking about web dev, Power Apps, IoT, and Lobe. We're going to have a ton of mentors online. They're going to be self-guided workshops, actually, which is super cool. So students can go at their pace and do what they're interested in. But there will be a ton of support for if you have questions, workshop leads that'll give you different milestones and advice on how to get there, but without telling students how to do that. And I think that that is a super valuable lesson of being able to go and find that information for yourself. Spend some time on GitHub, Stack Overflow, Bing, all the usual suspects.
All the usuals. Is that what the youths say today, the usual? No.
I don't think so.